Hey, this is Kat. Welcome to my series of videos on how to use your Fat Secret app. Today's video will focus on how to accurately measure rice and fruit and enter them into your app. The reason I'm doing this video is because there's a lot of confusion on how to accurately measure rice and fruit. So let's get started on how to do this. The first thing I'm going to do is turn my bag of rice over to look at the nutrition label. For one serving of dry rice, it is 45 grams, which gives you 160 calories, 0 grams of fat, 36 grams of carbohydrates, and 1 gram of protein. So it's important to remember to measure your rice dry. So let's get started on measuring our rice. I have some rice set aside here. I have my scale, and I have a bowl to measure my rice in. The first thing I'm going to do is turn on my scale. Then I'm going to place my bowl on the scale. Then I'm going to zero out the scale by pressing the tare button. Now I'm going to add my 1 serving of 45 grams of dry rice to my bowl. It's important to remember that when you cook your rice, it is going to expand by absorbing water. Whatever it expands to is still your 1 serving of 45 grams of dry rice. Where people make a mistake in their calculations is they will cook a pot of rice without measuring the amount of dry rice they put in the pot. Then they will scoop out a cup of cooked rice. If you do this, your macro calculations will be inaccurate. So in order to always ensure your macro calculations are correct, be sure to measure your rice dry. Now let's look at how to accurately measure fruit. So let's take a look at the macros for these blueberries. As you can see, for 1 serving, which is 140 grams, you get 80 calories, 0 grams of fat, 19 grams of carbohydrates, and 1 gram of protein. So let's go over here and measure our blueberries. I'm going to turn on the scale, then I'm going to place the bowl on the scale. Then I'm going to zero out the scale by pressing the tare button. Now I'm going to add 140 grams of blueberries to the bowl. The reason this is confusing to a lot of people is because when you look at this amount of blueberries, you think you have more calories and carbohydrates than you actually do. This is because fruit holds a lot of water. If you do not look at your nutrition label and measure out your fruit in grams, your macro calculations will be inaccurate. I hope this video was helpful. If you have any questions or suggestions, please enter them in the comment section below. As always, please like and subscribe. See you in the next video.